Hello, Steve White, Trickboy89 for SteveArts89. Well, I was just watching a video that had Robert Meyer Burnett and Nerdrotic in it, and they were talking about how Star Trek doesn't know Star Trek anymore. And it was just really depressing. I kind of realised, I've sort of been aware of this for a while, but I really realised just how there are no YouTube channels for like sci-fi horror genre geek culture that aren't politicised. They're either extreme left, which praise everything that Disney or Star Trek does as amazing and vilifies the original Star Trek, and gatekeeps against old school fans, or it's a bunch of homophobic, racist, misogynistic, alt-right extremists who attack everything that the other side do and just make up the most ridiculous arguments. Like I hear people arguing about the editing in Picard is so bad, and the way they shot the scene where Picard is hit by the car and it was laughable. And I'm like, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the editing of that scene and how that scene was filmed and shot and put together. They're imagining or creating problems that aren't there just to criticise something when they run out of criticising things to criticise, or they just get so tired of criticising the same things, so they just have to make up new things. And that's all they do. It's like totally tribal now. I mean, once upon a time, you could just listen to people talk about sci-fi or geek culture, and it was fun. Then along came a certain president, and along came a certain Star Wars film and a certain Ghostbusters film, and then everything became politicized and no one could talk about anything without taking one side or the other. And the sad part is, I mean, I'm trying to look for new channels, but there's nothing, because the left, everything's either extreme left, and the extreme left people are the most boring, self-involved, narcissistic, annoying, cringeworthy people you just want to slap. And the right are these wonderful, charismatic, interesting people who are all a bunch of racist, homophobic, misogynistic, horrible people. It's just like, where are the normal people? Where are the people who just want to talk about the genre, talk about TV and talk about film and talk about comics and stuff without making it political, making it everything is a strategic planned attack on the other side. Every review is designed to represent their side and attack the other side, regardless of if the actual content does. It's just insane. And it's really depressing because I've got nothing to watch anymore. I'm watching reviews like Mr. H and stuff like that, because as much as I hate them, they tend to be slightly less political than like Doomcock and Nerdrotic and Midnight's Edge. And I just mean slightly. And he's got that accent, so it's almost entertaining to listen to, even if he does still do a lot of political stuff and anti coof, you know. So it's just a mess. I'm just really exhausted by it. I'm just really depressed by it. It's like, where are the normal channels? Where are the people who just want to talk about the things that interest me? They're all gone. They've all been politicized. They all have agendas and intentions, and they cannot do a video that doesn't have a spin, because I guess that's the way you have a successful YouTube channel. You pick a side and you go hard, and those people will love it and eat it up, because all they want is confirmation bias being fed to them constantly, and that's all you get. And it's just depressing. I know I have my little channel, but no one likes my little channel because I don't pick a side. Everyone attacks me because, well, if I'm not for the left, I must be for the right, so they will hate me. And the right will do the same thing. Well, you're not for us. You've actually, defended, people's human rights and so forth, and so you can't be on our side, so you've got to be the enemy. And like the left is like, well, you don't denounce everything the right does or says and make them inhuman and evil, so you must, not be one of us, must be against it. It's just tiring at this point. And I'm like, there must be, I'm looking for new channels. I'm like, every channel I go to, they're either extreme left or extreme right. And no one just likes to talk about stuff that doesn't either bring it in directly, or because they're looking at the same people, they bring it in indirectly. Maybe they don't even realise they're doing it because they're so used to everyone around them talking about the same thing. They think that's normal. I don't know. I'm just tired. I was watching this video and it just really depressed me. I miss being able to just watch the views on shows and just have this running conversation of people talking about the shows and genre that I love and all that. Now you can't do it without, it's all about politics, and they're just using the shows to promote their politics. It's not like before where they were talking about the shows and sometimes politics would slip in. Now it's like, well, we have to talk about this issue. We have to call, gay people basically, I'm going to use the term pet groomers because I can't use the real terms, either of them. And we'll use, the don't say gay thing, we'll promote that, and we'll call gays a bunch of pet groomers. And we'll call all the Black Lives Matters people, I can't even say what they say because then, your videos get flagged. It's like, it's just the most horrible, hateful, sad situation. And it's just depressing. It's like, where are the real people? Where are the normal people? Where are the sane people? All I see is just crazy people attacking each other. Just one side, extremists on each side, just attacking, and it's just depressing. I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Damn, I went over 6 minutes. I was thinking I could keep this to 5. Yeah. I don't know. I know what... I'll get a few comments saying, come to our side, I'm like, no, I don't want to be on a side. I'm a centrist. I know both sides have their issues and both sides have their points and both sides need to be listened to and they both need to resolve their issues. We can't just make one side right and have the other side win, because nobody wins when everyone else loses. It just politics doesn't work. We need a humanist response to these issues. That's what I loved about Star Trek, the old Star Trek. You used to have a humanist response. We don't have that anymore. We have a extreme left political response to everything in Star Trek now. So it's better than extreme right, but it's basically just the opposite side of the coin. Yeah. I'm going to go. Someone give me some advice on how to deal with this, aside from just giving up on genre and in general and just not watching YouTube and just keeping to myself. I can't think of any way around it. All I see is just toxic people attacking each other. Yeah. I'm going to go. Bye.